Today we're going to discuss uh, on one topic which is very important and there is a lot of comment and also um, suggestion from our viewer which they are disagree with wind turbine. Uh, as I think wind turbine is sustainable and also uh, a green energy uh, for for our daily use and also even for industry. Uh, let's suppose if we have a generator or diesel generator, we cannot provide electricity uh, for 24 hours uh, continuously because we need to uh, uh, cool the generator, and that's one of the big problem. But instead wind turbine is can work 24/7 or all the time. In case of some incident or the uh, wind or some storm, and there will be damage in not just in the wind turbine but in another kind of structure and also some other buildings. So this is a big problem. Just last week, about 10 days, I have created one poll question and I asked which one do you prefer for sustainable energy production, uh, and then I give two example, and one is diesel generator and the second is wind turbine. So uh, among 1,200 people, 22% give vote for the diesel generator and 78% voted for wind turbine. So let's think if we have another alternative such as solar panel and solar panel or some nuclear energy, but they also have some disadvantages. Let's see, if you go to the Siberian area and there is quite cold and you cannot provide actually full time or full day sun there, so therefore the uh, solar panel doesn't work. uh, but instead in that area maybe it's better to construct nuclear power, or it's better to uh, build a turbine, a wind turbine, and or maybe we can um, use diesel generator because the weather is cool there and the generator can get cooler after working 10 to 12 hours, and that can be a solution. But in some area, especially in the offshore area, turbine is a quite effective technique to produce high capacity energy, and but in some desert area which is full-time uh, sun, and we can actually use solar panel to generate uh, enough electricity for the industry and also for the residential and also for the urban, and any area we need we can generate. So this is the disadvantages. But if we are in some zone or some location which is less sun, or maybe the temperature is quite low and we cannot produce electricity using solar panel, so instead we can use combine, and we can actually focus on an optimal design or optimal energy production technique. But in just in 2-3 years since 2019, England and Scotland actually construct lots of wind turbine. And also in China, there is about 52% all the world energy production from wind turbine is in China, and it's a very huge. If you compare, it can produce the energy of 2-3 countries, which China produce in wind turbine. And here is an example of the wind turbine recently installed in Fujian, China. Actually, Fujian is right now in a very big typhoon. So it was in an offshore area, but this typhoon caused a lot of damage in this infrastructure. And in Yunnan, China, there is about more than 1 million of this structure, which is producing about 15% of the total electricity in this province. And Ireland also has a lot of wind turbine production capacity, and it's almost take 50 or 30% of the world wind turbine energy production. So in this 2, 3, or 5 alternative way, one is wind turbine can be sustainable and also can be very cheaper than the diesel, but we cannot compare with solar panel, because solar panel is cheaper than the wind turbine. Wind turbine has a very big structure and it needs a very big foundation, which is very cost effective. And the second thing is the installation process is taking very difficult and also challenging, because we should find out a very high altitude and we should install in that area. And some other disadvantages, the blade will be actually damaged quickly because it's very thin, that the wind should rotate it. So in that case, there's some problem. And also we should say that especially in the area there is birds or this animal, so sometimes they will actually crash with them, and there will be some incident or some damage for the environmental. And the most important is the transportation of this structure, because we cannot construct on site and it should be transport from the manufacturing area. So it's a big challenging and also big problem. So this was some information and also some survey which we got from sustainable energy from about 1,200 people, and I am very happy to share with you. And if you have any comment or suggestion, you can also put in this live session, and let me know what's your opinion about this type of energy production techniques. So thank you, have a good time, see you next time.